toy spot, we're going to be having a look at Transformers Decepticon Targetmaster Cyclonus. That's right, Targetmaster Cyclonus. Probably one of my favorite toys from the, I guess, Transformers the movie and onward period of Transformers. I'm always a huge fan of Cyclonus. I mean, I thought his voice was cool. I thought the design of him was cool. The jet was very nice as well. The jet actually in toy form is a good representation of the cartoon counterpart of Cyclonus. As you can see, it's a futuristic jet. Not bad, really. I mean, considering this is an old toy. As I mentioned, this is a Targetmaster, so this is the same mold as the initial Cyclonus. The only difference is that they've retooled a peg hole in the top of his jet. If we just put the jet down for a second and we have a look at his Targetmaster counterpart Nightstick, being again that this is from the 80s, there's really not a lot in the way of I mean, the detailing is there, but there's certainly not a lot in the way of the articulation of the figure. I mean, the figure can pretty much bend at the waist, but that's about it, and it only is because of his transformation. Now, Cyclonus was, thank God, I mean, Cyclonus was reissued in the Universe Classics line, complete with Nightstick. I did pick him up. I haven't done a review of him because, as you know, I'm not a big Transformer reviewer just because transformations and everything else. But there was also a Henkai reissue Cyclonus that was a little more accurate paint scale wise than the Cyclonus we got with the Universe. But in the way of Nightstick, his transformation is pretty much that. Whoop. Now, as a kid growing up, I was a huge fan of both Headmasters and Targetmasters. I really liked the idea of a robotic sidekick. And the hole in the top of Cyclonus, you can actually just peg Nightstick into. Now, I mean, it looks bulky on the ship. I never have it displayed as a ship. I would have it transformed in robot mode, and then I'd have him holding the gun. But it is nice that they put the additional holes. They did that with all the Targetmasters. They retooled an extra hole in the vehicle. It's just so that he could house his Targetmaster counterpart. I'll put his gun to the side. I actually picked this guy up pretty good price on eBay. And I mean, he is in good condition. I mean, there's not really a lot of sticker wear to the vehicle itself. I got the instruction manual, which is really neat. And I also got not only his tech spec chart, but I actually got the red decoder plastic as well. So you could see his stats there. He says, "Compassion is the Autobot's downfall." I won't read all this just because I'll get to the transformation. But neat that I got all that as well. Great seller. I really wish I could remember the guy's name, but I mean, he was a great seller. And boy, am I ever glad to have picked this guy up. The only thing I didn't really get was the sweeps, and I really want to go back and pick up Scourge and a bunch of sweeps. I just love Transformers movie toys, like Cup and Hot Rod, and I even like Rodimus Prime, even though the toy's not the greatest. But just talking about Cyclonus here, as you can see, he is in jet mode. He does have landing gears, which is nice. He has two wheels on the bottom side as well as a landing gear in the front that you can actually fold down. And as you can see his face as well. Now in the way of transformation, all you want to do is fold out these legs. There's not really going to be a lot in the way of transformation just because these are older toys. But what you want to do is fold out the legs and make sure the feet are fully extended. And then you can take these panels and separate them out just so that the feet are loose. And then what you want to do is you want to take his hand and fold it out. And take his other hand and fold it out. And then you can take his wing ass part of it and fold those in, just because they're going to give you problems with the wings, I should say. So you want to fold those in, and then you can take the wing parts and fold those in as well. You can bring these up, that's entirely up to you though, and bring the hands out. And then when you're finished with all that, you can pop the head down, and there you have, in all his wondrous splendor, there you have Cyclonus. Make sure the camera gets all this. Once again, they've retooled the hands on Cyclonus a little bit larger than the initial Cyclonus, just so he could hold Nightstick. And unlike the Transformers Universe Cyclonus, he could actually house. I was gonna say hose, but you can have him holding Nightstick in either hand. Again, I mean, there's really not a lot to the figure, just because this is a Generation 1 Transformer. But I still think he has a nice little charm. He's a neat looking figure, and I'm really glad I picked him up. I mean, again, I wish I could remember the seller's name, because I picked up a couple things off of him, and I mean, he had all his stuff is in pristine condition, which I really like. I mean, the joints are still pretty tight. You can hear the ratcheted joints. The only problem I have is the one arm. This one arm kind of pops off sometimes during transformation, but I mean, that's to be expected with a toy of this age. But I mean, would I recommend it? If you're a Transformer fan, I don't think I have to tell you that I would recommend it, because I mean, I'm sure you have him yourself. But I love Target Masters, and I was so happy to get this guy. But there you have a toy spot on the Decepticon Targetmaster Cyclonus. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Later.